श्यामलावर्तालिबाला समेत श्री ललिताम्बिकायै नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। मूर्ता अमूर्ता अनित्यतृप्ता मुनिमानस हंसिका सत्यव्रता सत्यरूपा सर्वान्तर्यामिनी सती। Murta. Murta is Murti. Murti is Rupa. So Murta is essentially referring to our Rupa Vaibhavam, the fact that she can be grasped by Indriyas and Manas. So Murti Dhyanam, right? So the initial stages or the first stage of Upasana is to meditate upon the form, Rupa Dhyanam, Dhyana Shlokam. So Sindhuraruna Vigraham Trinayanam Manikya Mauli Sprat. So you know the Dhyana Shloka for Lalita Sahasranamam. So that shloka is essentially describing Devi Lalitambika in a particular form. That is Murta. Murta is she can take a form. Now for us, the Upasakas, the Indriyas and the Manas, before one reaches the state of Samadhi where you can go to the next thing, Amurta state, the initial stage is the Murti Dhyanam. So the Hindu religion, Hindu worship, they talk about idol worship, is essentially to facilitate our senses and our mind to sit at one place and think about that Parabrahma in that idol. So once you practice that ability to sit and control your mind and senses and concentrate, then you can go to the Amurta form. Now, Amurta is not a form. The Nirguna Brahma Upasana is very difficult. So that is why they are giving you the Saguna Brahma Upasana. And she is Murta, so Murti Dhyanam. So you can worship her in Sri Chakra, you can worship her in a photo, a picture, idol. That is Murta. So she takes a form. Amurta. Amurta is something that doesn't have a Vigraha or a Rupa or a form. So a good example for the Amurta form here is her Mantra Rupa. Srimad Vagbhavakutaika Swarupa Mukapankaja Kantada Katiparyanta Madhyakuta Swarupini Shakti Kutaika Tapanna Katyado Bhagadarini Mula Mantratmika Mula Kutatraya Kalevara. So there the Vagbhavakuta is the head, from Kanta to Kati is your Madhyakuta, and then the Kati to down to the feet is the Shakti Kuta. So the three kutas of the Shodashi mantra is our form. That is the Amurta form, Amurta. And then the other one, the even more Sukshma form is the Kundalini, that is there within the Mooladhara Chakra. And this is essentially the Mukhya Prana or the Prana Shakti that circulates or is there in all the living beings. That is Amurta. So the mantra and the Kundalini form is the final stage. So the first stage is idol worship or Bahir Aradhana, and once you have achieved, once you have achieved success in the Bahir Aradhana within the idols, then you go inside Antarmukha Samaradhya, and in Antarmukha Samaradhya you have Mantra Japa, which is the Sukshma form, and then eventually it's the Kundalini, which is even more the subtle form. That is Amurta. Murta, Amurta, Nitya Tripta. Nitya Tripta. Tripta is pleased. Nitya Tripta is always pleased. So she is always pleased. In other words, that describes her state, the fact that she is eternally pleased, because she is the infinite source of bliss. Therefore she is Nitya Tripta. Whereas we are not Nitya Triptas. Our Tripti is only when we get something, right? When you get a delicious sweet, you get a delicious cup of tea, you get, so our Tripti is only for a finite amount of time. After that, the Tripti goes off. She is Nitya Tripta because she is Ananda Swarupini. Akanda Ananda Rupini. Murta Amurta Nityatripta Munimanasa Hamsika. Munimanasa Hamsika. So this must rhyme with the other name, Bhaktamanasa Hamsika. Para Pratyak Chiti Rupa Pashyanti Paradevata Madhyama Vaikari Rupa Bhakta Manasa Hamsika. So here she is Muni Manasa Hamsika. Muni Manasa Hamsika. Manasa is Manas or mind, Hamsika is the swan, so she is like the swan in the mind of the Munis, just like Bhaktas. So, who is a Muni? Muni is one who is mantra upasaka. So, what is mantra? Mantra is mananam trayate iti. Manas trayate or manana trayate iti mantraha. So somebody who is doing constant mananam of what? The divine Devi Lalitambika. Somebody whose mind is ever engrossed in the thought of Parabrahma or Devi Lalitambika is the Muni. So that person is Muni. So the yogis and the munis were eternally in that state of samadhi where their thoughts are completely engrossed in the Parabrahma, Paramatma, Devi Lalitambika is Muni. Muni, in those munis' mind, she is like a Hamsika. So the word Hamsika is used here is Hamsa. Hamsa is swan, and swan prefers clean, clear lake, right? Clean, clear lake. So, for her to reside in our mind, what should happen is our mind should be cleared of all the impurities. So, there should be Chitta Shuddhi, right? So our minds should become Shuddha Manas. So only when our minds become Shuddha, so once you clear the impurities within the mind, then it becomes much more easy for us to pick up the Hamsa that is already there within our minds. The reason we are not able to have that constant thought of Devi Lalitambika or visualize or grasp her within the mind or the thought is because of all the impurities that we have accumulated over several cycles of birth and death. So the purpose of Upasana, Dhyana, Dharana, Lalita Sahasranama chanting, Vishnu Sahasranama chanting, Nama Upasana, Nama Japa is to clear the kleshas or the impurities that are there within our chittam or the mind. And once the veil of ignorance or the impurities are cleared, then you can see the Hamsa there. Munimanasa Hamsika. Murta Amurta Nityatripta Munimanasa Hamsika. Satyavrata Satyarupa Sarvantaryamini Sati. Satyavrata. So there's another name, Priyavrata. So you have Satyavrata here. So one who has so Sat who is Sat is Om Tat Sat. Sat is Sadashiva. Sati is the Shakti equivalent of Sat. Sati Prativrata. So that's it's a key quality for Stri. Satyavrata. So you must have heard of Satya Narayana Vrata. So all our vratas are Satya. In other words, so devotees who do our vratas, they don't go vyartam, or they don't go useless or waste. So there is no, so every thought of Devi Lalitambika, every act that involves Devi Lalitambika's thoughts, or every puja, upasana doesn't go vyartam. So for everything there is a phalam. So all our vratas are Satya. Satya Vrata means is essentially there is phala for all the vratas that we do. And it is not just Lalitambika's vrata, it's vrata of all the devatas that you might think of. So we all worship different gods in different forms. And she is pleased because she is Priya Vrata, regardless of which vrata and which god you worship, right? The phala, they'll make sure you get the fruit for that puja or upasana. So any puja, homa, yajna that has been done with shraddha or dedication is Satya Vrata. Then what is Asatya Vrata? Asatya Vrata is those puja, homa or yajna that is done without shraddha. So you can work out yourself how many of our vratas are Asat Vratas. So puja, homa, yajna, anything that is done without dedication doesn't bear fruit. The reason for that is it is Asat Vrata. There was no shraddha or dedication in that. So some people force themselves to do vratas and then are annoyed all day, and it is done as a more like without any dedication. That is Asatvrata, and those Asatvratas do not fructify. They don't give phala. Satyavrata is those vratas or that is done with shraddha or bhakti or devotion or dedication. The other meaning for Satyavrata is those who take the vow to uphold Satya or Dharma, Satyavrata, from birth to death. A good example is Satya Harishchandra, and then Rama is also Satyavrata. Satyasanda. Satyasanda. Rama is Satyasanda. Rama is Satyavrata. Satyavrata. Satyarupa. She is in the form of that truth. So because she is Satya Ananda, Satya Gnanananda Rupini. Satya Gnanananda Rupini. So she is in the form of that truth. So when they talk about Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha, they're essentially talking about those, the truth, the Satya will come and protect. Satya Rupa. So I think these two names, Satyavrata, Satyarupa, kind of not only extols the immense benefits that people get when they do the Satyanarayana Vrata. Satyanarayana Vrata is done, quite popular Vrata that is done by quite a few around the world. And the power of that Satyanarayana is because of this word Satya in it. Satyavrata, Satyarupa, Sarvantaryamini. Sarvantaryamini Sati. Sarva Antaryamini. So Antaryamini is pervades. Antara is inside, right? And pervades all the living beings. Sarvantaryami. Sarvantaryami is she is there everywhere because she is Visvasakshi, Sakshi Varjita. She is there in all of us in the form of Chaitanya, Chitirupa, right? Sarvantaryamini. Sarvantaryamini Sati. I think Sati is, as I said, the feminine equivalent of Sat. Just like Sadhu, Sadhvi, you have Sati. So Sati Pativrata, Pativratata, the key quality for. So there are 28 Mahasatis. So you have Parvati, of course, is the Mahasati here, Adisati, and you have quite a few: Sita, Draupadi, Anasuya, Sati Savitri, Damayanti, Arundhati, the Saptarishi Patnis. So there is a long list of Satis, 28 Satis in total. Satyavrata Satyarupa Sarvantaryamini Sati. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.